Hi guys, welcome back to Automobile Infos. In my previous video, I talked about the inconsistency with the software updates in the Mahindra e-SUVs, and today I have something similar. So today we are going to talk about the suspension in the Mahindra e-SUVs. I'm talking specifically about the Pack 3s which have the semi-adaptive dampers. Now, suspension is one of the most talked topics when it comes to these e-SUVs because when these were launched, Mahindra marketed their suspension like crazy. They did the wine glass challenge with the BE6 and XCV90 where they stack wine glasses on the bonnet and they don't fall. And to be honest, you see every small bump you feel in this car, and if the suspension was consistent, then it wouldn't be that big an issue because you would be expecting that you'll feel the bump. But the suspension in these is very unpredictable. It works at certain amount of times and at the others it does not work at all. So it feels like you're driving something that doesn't have suspension. These have semi-adaptive dampers and the sensors sense the road, they see the conditions and then they adapt according to that. The suspension in the BE6 and the XCV90, the 9S, they use the same technology. I'm talking about the top end variants that have the semi-adaptive dampers. So those dampers have the ability to adapt every 10 milliseconds. That means that in 1 second they can adapt 100 times. Well, it doesn't need to adapt every second. It is actually supposed to adapt 100 times in 1 second, but I'm not sure it's adapting even once in 100 seconds. So what I've observed is that in the range mode you feel the vertical motions a lot less, but the range mode increases the horizontal motions, so you shake sideways a lot more than you do like this. But in the default mode, this is more and this is less. So my assumption is that in the range mode, since the suspension gets soft, it reduces the vertical motion, but it increases the horizontal motion because the suspension has now become soft. But when I took the test drive of this BE6 last year, that time the suspension was absolutely amazing. That was one of the best suspension setups that I had seen in any car. I've also driven the XUV700 for quite a lot of kilometers and I felt this was miles ahead of that. But now the suspension in the XUV is predictable because you know that which bumps you're going to feel. I'm talking about the 700, not the 7XO. The 7XO reportedly has even more advanced features in the suspension than the 700. So I'm not sure that what they are doing with the suspension. It is obviously controlled by software since there are so many sensors and so many computation happening. But somehow that computation is not happening right. It is either happening at the wrong time or it is happening in the wrong way. The hardware setup that these get, it's one of the most advanced, and these should actually be able to handle potholes a lot better, but they do not. So there are good days and there are bad days. On the good days the suspension is really good, you won't feel a thing. But on the bad days, even if the road is uneven, like even if there are no potholes but the road is slightly uneven, you even feel that should be absorbed by the car, right? But this is not happening here. And this is not just an issue in my case, because you'll probably say that you can get your suspension checked, but this is an issue with every owner. Every BE6 Pack 3 owner is facing this issue. Some XCV90 owners are also facing this, but the suspension is better tuned in the XCV90 than it is in the BE6. The car's high speed stability is superb. You are very confident and you can actually go on the turns quick because body roll is less, but the capability to absorb bumps, it's virtually non-existent on some days. You saw right now also the speed breakers that are gradual, you see that they're very gradual. And now this was actually the suspension performing good. When it performs bad, the car becomes so unsettled that you feel like you're losing control, and then it clicks back in a second. So what I'm trying to say is that if you're looking to buy something which you know how it will perform, then this is not the car for you. And honestly, I'm very disheartened to say that, because when I bought the BE6, I expected at least the software to be good. I'm not talking about the gimmick features. They work, they don't work. I do not have half of them. But at least the suspension should have been like they marketed. So a person on YouTube also posted a video a few months back where he challenged Mahindra to do the wine glass challenge on his BE6. And I think Mahindra should accept the challenge, and even if one BE6 performs that way, we'll give the win to Mahindra. This is not a video to criticize them. This is just to give feedback that the owners are not happy with the suspension setup, and it is not the owner's responsibility to keep struggling with the car even 1.5 years after its launch. So we own the XUV 700, we own this, and I really love the Thar ROXX as well. So it's not that I am a Mahindra hater, but I'm just spitting facts. So in the range mode, as I told you, that the horizontal motion increases. So you can see that now when I take the curve, the body roll has increased because the suspension has become soft. But now if I switch to the race mode, you'll see that now the car will actually be a lot more planted. But this only, so now you see that the body roll is a lot more contained. But it's only effective, the race mode is only effective when there's no potholes. Otherwise you feel the vertical bumps so much that you end up switching the mode back to range or default. I'm driving in range mode right now because of the potholes, and also because I'm doing a range test, and this time I'm thinking of doing it in mixed drive modes. So I'll try to switch to range whenever I can, so that it's a more realistic figure if people drive it in the range mode. I've already done a range test in the winters, and that time I was only in default mode. So this will be just a good change up to see that if drive modes make a huge difference. Other than that, please let me know in the comments down below if you've also faced suspension issues in your BE6. After the OTA 19 update, the suspension has become a lot better. There are more number of good days than there are bad days, and the good days are more in number. So please let me know your observations. Do expect. Now you saw there were rumble strips, but still the whole car shook. That's not how it should be. Anyways, I expect the suspension to get a lot better with software updates. I just don't know when they're going to come. Subscribe to Automobile Infos for more such content. Thank you so much for watching this video. Like if it helped you. Comment below your observations. I'll see you in the next one. Drive safe and have a happy journey.